All right, so we are live on the Facebook group. I just want to make sure it went through. And then as soon as it goes through here, I'll start recording it and then we'll get this thing kicked off. And Nicholas, when I do start the recording, you go ahead and kick it off and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so I already started the recording on my side, but if you want to start.
Oh, perfect. No, you're good then. That's fine then. So you can go ahead and get it started because we're live on Facebook as well.
Okay, sounds good. Well, everybody, thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate it. We wanted to do this very special team call with our new Ambassador 50, Ali Saleh. So drop some 50s in the chat box for Ali.
Let's do it.
That's huge. So him and Thomas, they've hit their mission goal, and they did it in record time. So for those of you that are new to the company, Ambassador 50 that's an income of $50,000 a month. And they were able to do it in, I don't know, about 6 weeks, which is just amazing. So we have some really great leadership on this team. Nobody works harder than this man, Ali Saleh. I mean, he's my motivation. It's like my little brother, but man, I draw so much motivation from him because he just works so hard. And he has such a great work ethic. Like we were just talking last night, and there's a lot of people that they're name dropping all of these legends in the industry, and we're still getting familiar with them because, we came from, different walks of life and stuff from corporate America. And, we've been doing affiliate marketing for a while, a lot of us. And this was just all new. It was the right opportunity at the right time. We're going through the pandemic. A lot of people are at home. They're looking for opportunities. They're looking to put some money on the table for their family, put some food on the table. And it was a matter of circumstances. Mr. McCovy had saw an opportunity. As you guys know, Mr. McCovy owns a travel business as well. And obviously travel has been hit this year because of the pandemic. A lot of people aren't traveling and stuff. So it gave him time to look for another opportunity to expand his portfolio. And he'd always wanted to get into forex trading. So, the stars kind of aligned, and there's an opportunity that presented itself. My upline, Anand, who is Saren's partner. And by the way, Saren also hit Ambassador 10 last night. That's very huge for our team. Let's talk about that for a second. Saren was the first person from our team, the Epic Warriors, to hit Ambassador 10. We knew it was going to happen. He did it in less than 6 weeks. The first ambassador from the South Pacific and the Asian markets. So let's drop a 10 in there for Saren, even though he's sleeping. He can watch the recording later. Let's celebrate that because it was a very emotional moment last night. He called me and, he's like, I'll get emotional about it. I don't want to talk about it too much, but he was saying that, he couldn't have done this without me. He's like, I was his right-hand man and stuff. And I was like, I just realized that, like what Ali was saying, a few months ago, we were all strangers, and now we're like all family, and like me and Ali have met and stuff. So this is more than just a business. It's more than just education. This is a lifestyle. This is a family. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Ali now so he can give you a little bit of background for those of you who don't know him. I had the pleasure of meeting him about three and a half weeks ago when we were in Houston, had a great time with the owner of the company and our upline, Josh Feltz. And I knew right then and there, everything that we were doing behind the computer suddenly became so real to me. And we just started to hit it on another level. And like I said, Ali dropped 2 Ambassador 10s yesterday. So Ali, go ahead and take over and let people know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Nicholas, for that warm introduction. And, I don't want to start this meeting out before I give recognition where it's due. And it's very difficult and very hard to find people to work with like Nicholas, right? And what I mean by that is not only is this man one of the hardest working people I know, but he's extremely practical. And what I mean by that is you can have a conversation with him just about anything, right? And not only is he going to help you find a solution, but he's also going to contribute to your growth in that very conversation, right? And that's one of the main reasons why I really like working with Nicholas is because he provides a different outlook on a lot of things. He's very well experienced and he's an analytical thinker. And when you have somebody like that in your corner, you really want to use that to your advantage and to their advantage, right? And my connection with Nicholas is something of a godsend, honestly, because I've always been, in these industries, you always find people, whether they're downline, crossline, sideline, doesn't matter, who are always really in it for themselves. And Nicholas is one of those people who's super selfless, along with Ashok. I mean, Ashok, when I first met Ashok, he was, very, 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 very focused on crushing ranks in a different platform. And when we told him some of the things that were going on in that platform, I'll never forget, you know, he took his glasses off and I said to myself, either this guy is really mad at me for breaking this news to him, or he just realized that he can no longer morally promote this platform. And sure enough, it turned out to where he morally couldn't promote that platform anymore. And, you know, he's somebody with a great deal of integrity. And there's so many familiar faces on this call, like Aman and Marianne, Kwan, who I actually had the opportunity to meet, Shay, who has been an amazing connection through this entire process. And I remember when she messaged me, you know, to take this epic journey with us and to see where we're at right now in November 12th is crazy to see the amount of growth that we've had as an organization, not just with Epic, I'm talking about with this specific team. And there's more to come. So the reason why I scheduled this is, yes, there has been massive rank ups, right? You've seen Ambassador 50s, Ambassador 10s, Ambassador 20s, Icon 100s, you know, all these ranks getting smashed, so many Founder 5000s. I really want to shift the focus into getting you guys ranked up, okay? I've always felt that this industry has had, you know, leaders who genuinely don't really care about their you know, team's success stories. And that couldn't be further from the truth from myself, Thomas, Ashok, Nicholas, King Leonidas, Marianne. I mean, all the other leaders, Shay, on this call, we're indebted to your success. So the main reason why I wanted to do this now is once we hit Ambassador 50, I took about an hour and I went through the back office and I started looking at all the rank ups, you know, and I was very proud of how many people are at a paid position within our organization. But to me, I felt like it wasn't enough, right? I felt like there was plenty of opportunity in certain areas where we could plug some holes and some things that we can do to get you there. So I really wanted to talk to you guys to, number one, to tell you it's possible. Number two, to tell you my story so that you know it's possible. And number three, to give you the tools that you need in order for you to be successful. I'm going to start off with my story. All right. I haven't told my story to anybody. You guys are about to hear like a condensed version of my story. It's a good one, but it's a sucky one because I went through a lot. All right. And since it's the first time I'm really telling it, I don't know how to structure it, but it is what it is. I'm just going to go ahead and drop it for you guys. So I was working in corporate America in 2018. I had done really well in cryptocurrency. Okay. I made a lot of money in crypto. I did real well. I got on this platform called BitConnect where I lost like $50,000 or $60,000 on that platform. It was a huge exit scam. I see Leonidas slapping his head. I did still make money on that platform, bro. I pulled hella profits. So I'm not all mad at it, right? But at the same time, it's the journey, right? It's part of the process. And I remember sitting at my desk, okay, and I was a sales manager, right? And I had transitioned from a sales manager back to a rep on the phones for two reasons, right? Number one, I knew I was no longer going to be working for that company anymore, and I wanted to give somebody whose visions and journey match that role. I wanted to give them an opportunity to step into that role. Number two, in sales, you always make more money when you're on the phones. So I stepped back down, I got on the phones, and literally for like 6 weeks straight, I was number one in the company. Nobody could touch me, right? And I remember just sitting at my desk, and one of my friends who was doing BitConnect with me rolls up to my desk. His name was Rashawn Curry, real cool dude. Comes up to me, he's like, log into your BitConnect. And I'm on the phone with a customer and I'm like, okay, I log in and I see it and I'm just like, oh my God, this is crazy. So I close the deal with the customer. I get off the phone. I check my cell phone. I'm looking and look guys, I had so many people, not just under me in that platform because I really didn't. I had a lot of people who I met on that platform and we were just in chats together. And I'm watching all of this unfold. And I had a conversation with myself in that moment. I said, Ali, you have two options here. Either A, you can get off this call that you just finished, log out of work, go home for the rest of the day, and feel sad and sorry for yourself. Or B, you can power through this day because the reason why you want to become a millionaire is so that money doesn't have power over you anymore. you want to be the thing that has power over your money. That was the moment in my life where I realized that I was going to be a millionaire. I felt it in that moment because I was able to make a decision through logic and not allow the emotions to get in my way. Who do you know that can lose 50 to 60 grand like that and still continue to do what they're supposed to do for the day, right? And in that moment, I realized like, all right, I still have to do something different. So I started a cryptocurrency ICO. Me and one of my friends, we started a platform. We called it La Moneda. And the idea of this platform was to create an event ticketing platform where all the event tickets would be on a blockchain. Awesome idea. Did okay. Crowdfunding was all right. We launched at a time where there was so much negativity around the crypto space. So we ended up having to sell that company, but I did quit my job. I left my job to build that platform. I went to Spain and Netherlands to meet with my partners and really launch that thing. And then my journey went back to the job, guys. And when I went back to the job, I had an opportunity to start a restaurant. About 6 weeks into my job, my uncle called me for a partnership. I took the partnership role with my uncle. I paid, I forget how much it was, like $60,000 for a partnership within a new restaurant that we're opening. And long story short, it wasn't what I expected. It was a bad deal. Didn't go the way I needed to go. So I pulled myself out of that partnership, got my money back. And this is, what was it, end of 2019? Middle of 2019 that all this started happening. And I'll never forget sitting there, no income coming in, guys. Okay. No income coming in, bills. Like I had no clue what I was going to do. And, I remember looking at my fiancée, Medina, and I remember telling her, I was like, listen, at the end of the day, everything could come crashing down around me, but there's one thing I'll never write off. That's me. I can always count on myself to figure this thing out. Okay. So from there, guys, I literally went and I started a mobile detailing business. I started training people on how to get their CDL licenses. I was about to open up a transportation company. So many things happened to me. So many like doors that were opening and then just shutting on me. So many doors that were opening and then just shutting on me. And then I gave in, guys. I went back to the JOB. And I'll never forget just sitting on the train one day, looking at an older gentleman. And it's like an hour and a half ride from where I live in Jersey to New York City. And I remember looking at this older gentleman and I thought to myself, how many hours a week does this guy spend away from his family? How many recitals, school plays, birthday parties, so many different things. How many things did this guy miss? And he's already gray haired. He's an old man and he's still doing this. How much more time does he need to do this in order for him to get his freedom, to just live his life on his own terms? And I was like, you know what? I can't give up on the dream of becoming a millionaire through entrepreneurship. Okay, that was important to me, to become a 7-figure income earner through a business owner, through entrepreneurship, through traditional business or the online space. Okay, so fast forward through that entire time, guys, I literally was broke. I was depressed. I was not happy. I wasn't aligned. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to be 30 and I don't have anything to show for myself. All right. These are the thoughts that are going on in my head, but I always wasn't going to quit. I was very tough on myself. I was very negative at times, but I didn't want to quit. And it came to the point where when I was going to open up a transportation company, guys, I ended up getting my CDL license. And this transportation company is to transport special needs students to and from school, home and school, back and forth, right? And when I was getting ready to start that company, the insurance rates like skyrocketed. So it was impossible for me to do it. And I had my CDL license. I didn't have anything else to do, guys. So I literally drove a school bus for like 4 or 5 months. I'm not even, no BS, guys. This is what, less than a year ago, babe? About a year ago is when I started that. And it ran all the way up and through the pandemic until the schools got shut down. I want you guys to understand the story, okay? When the schools got shut down, a friend of mine, Ronnie Nash, hit me up about an opportunity for a forex MLM. I didn't want to do it because I did MLM back in 2013 and it didn't work for me. But I told myself, I was like, look, at least I can get into this business and smash forex because I can learn that. I've been trading for a while. I'll just have to be, more disciplined than I used to be, more indebted into the process than I used to be. And I got in and I got connected with Thomas again. And Thomas and I, we've known each other for a while. So it was cool to get back with Thomas, and Thomas and I just kind of started talking, and he was like, guys, we're gonna run this up. And I was like, okay. I didn't believe it. I'll be honest with you. I was like, I'm sure we will. And he was like, I'm going to set you up with a social media training tomorrow. I said, all right, bet. So I met a guy named Terrence. I get on this call with Terrence, and he's like, yo, I'm going to get you all set up with your social media. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to give you some training. He's like, usually charge $50 or $100 for this. He's like, but bro, I really like your energy. He's like, I'm going to do it for you for free. I was like, okay, sure. Why not? I'll get it done for free. So I tried dodging that call. I'll never forget this. I tried up, and he's like, hey bro, are you getting on this call or what? And in that moment, I was like, shoot, I can't do this to Thomas. Like, I can't make Thomas look bad. Like, this guy's giving me a free training. I can't make Thomas look bad. I was like, yeah, I'll be there. Like, just let's get it set up and I'll get on there. So I started listening to Terrence, and he was like, do you have a pen and paper? I was like, no. He's like, dude, get a pen and paper. I was like, okay. He's like, I need you to take these notes down. He's like, I need you to write this. Let me know if you're writing this. And he starts telling me things. And he's like, are you writing it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, read it back to me. So he's verifying that I'm writing everything down. So as the call ends, it's an hour-long call, and I get through it. It's like 3 or 4 pages of notes. And I told myself, if I stick to this plan and I do exactly what Terrence tells me to do for 7 days straight, and I see positive reflection on my social media, proving the concept, I promised myself I won't quit this business until I hit the top rank. I don't know why I said that to myself. I don't know. And even like, I had no idea what it was, but I did it, right? I implemented everything Terrence told me to do. I went from having like 499 friends on Facebook to having a couple thousand to getting, 500-600 likes on all my posts and my statuses. Okay. And then from there, I was like, all right, the concept is proven here. Now I just need to run. So all I did was I became obsessed with the process, right? Now, throughout this entire time, I did have an investment property in Arizona. So I was able to sell it right before the pandemic, which was great, right? But still, I'm thinking to myself, well, that's all this equity, all these decisions that I made when I was younger that really are going to benefit me today. I don't want to just spend this money on paying bills. Like, I can't just squander that money, right? So I had to make it work, guys. And the thing is, the mindset that I was in at the time, you guys have to understand, I've always been a positive person from the time I can remember, right? But we're only human. And in those moments, those are the weakest moments of my entire life. And how I was able to stand on the shoulders of giants and pull myself out of that situation is amazing. So all I'm trying to tell you guys here is, no matter what you're going through, you have no reason to not absolutely smash it through this process. You have no reason. There's no excuse, guys. Like, if I had given into my excuses, none of this would be happening right now. Think about that. One decision from one person could have affected the lives of 4,500 people. You need to start thinking about your decisions in that capacity, right? I'm telling you guys, you could ask anybody from my past, like, what do you think of Ali? And I'm not saying this out of like confidence, or I'm not being cocky. It's genuinely what I still hear till this day from people I used to work with. Oh, Ali, most positive person in the world, hardest working person I know, always kills it in everything he does. But I was just in this rut. Like, I can't even explain to you what it was or how I even got there, right? But in reality, when I look back on it now, it's the journey, right? It's the journey of being an entrepreneur. It's the journey of being self-made. It's not always, roses and rainbows and candy. It's not always fun. It's not always exciting. It's not always winning. Nobody ever talks about the BS that goes on the backside. Nobody talks about that stuff, right? But I know every single person on this call is dealing with something in their life that's not epic, right? I know that every single person on this call is dealing with some sort of emotional or mental battle, right? But at the same time, you have to understand that this business can save you. This business, this avenue, this business model, what we're doing here in Epic can save your life. It saved my life. That's why I work so hard at it. You guys don't understand the amount of love that I have for Epic and this opportunity isn't just because not the money. And I want you guys to understand that it's not, right? Because I've had a lot of money, I've lost money. You guys know I just told you, right? It's not about the money. It's literally about the fact that this opportunity, this vehicle, you guys all gave me life. And you have to look at this opportunity as that for you. You have no reason to not be talking to 25 new people a day. You have no reason to not be getting on these trading calls and not placing these signals. You have no reason to not turn up to these calls when they're happening. All you're doing is pushing yourself and your energy further and further away from the goal. You could get on that one call that can absolutely change your life the same way that Terrence Ragnarok changed my life on that social media call. You understand how important these calls are? Do you understand how important it is to take these trade alerts, to turn up, to become a product of the product? Okay? Like, it's all about what you can do, right? So the story is always important. And I'm telling you guys, this is the first time I've ever told my story in a big scale like this. I've only told one other person, and that was Tony Kano. And obviously my close circle, my people, my family, they witnessed it. They saw it, you know? And I'm letting you guys know that this business saved my life. This business gave me life again, okay? And I need each and every single one of you on this call to emulate me at my worst. Don't even look at me now. Who I was when I was at the lowest point in my life was who I was before I joined this business. Okay. And wherever you're at in your life right now, whether you're in your lowest point or your highest point, you have to put yourself in a position to consistently move forward. Okay. It's about taking a series of actions every single day over and over and over again until you develop something that's so massive. Your life can change in 6 months. Mine did. Mine did, from one call and then a decision that I'm not going to leave. I have what? I did like 3 months of network marketing back in 2013. I did a month of Amway when I was like 20. And then most of you have known me since the last platform. So how long has that been? Since April. So I have about a year of network marketing experience under my belt. But I will tell you, one of the things that allowed me to be successful is my work ethic. I won't give up. I won't quit. I won't stop working. I don't care who's arguing with me. I don't care what's going on around me. I know I have a goal in front of me. And when I get to that goal, all my problems will be solved because now I've achieved my goal and I can shift my focus onto something else, right? And that's why I talk about how I no longer have problems in my life. I have situations that I find solutions for, okay? So the thought process has to be heavy. Another thing I want to say, since 2016, we're now in 2020, for 4 years straight, consistently, I've been manifesting. I want you to understand that, okay? I never gave up on the manifestation. I never gave up on the dream. I never gave up on the fact that I would get there someday, but the belief was what I was lacking. So let's focus on your belief. Let's focus on your mindset. Let's put you in a position to win, all right? So now that my story is done, I literally shared that for you guys to understand that y'all can do anything. Nobody can hold you back from anything in life, good or bad. It's all your choice. So let's talk about some systems, like how to actually get there. So pretty much what I would do is the moment I had opportunity, I would get on my computer and I'd start messaging people, guys. I would add new friends, okay? This is a process, guys. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, same cycle, okay? You make new connections, you add new friends. The moment they accept your connection or your friend request, you shoot them a message. Create that dialogue. Start having conversations with people. This opportunity is all about how many people you can show the business to. It's all about how many people you can show the business to. They even said it yesterday on the recruiting challenge from Eric Worre. I forget the girl's name. She was so powerful too. And she specifically talked about how this is literally a law of averages. And her pitch is so simple. She's like, hey, Marianne, it's great to be connected with you. Look, from your Facebook profile and what you do, I think that you'd absolutely crush it in my business. Can you give me 10 minutes of your time so we can talk about this a little more? Just something as simple as that, guys. That's a stranger approach. You'll be surprised how many people are open to learning from somebody who values them and who thinks that they can help in another business or in something else. Thank you so much. Emily Vivara. So always put yourself in a position to be reaching out to people, constantly message people. If you're struggling in your business, if you need 3 people, if you're 1 away from your next rank, that should be like you going crazy messaging people. If you're 1 away, if you're 3 away, right? So just put yourself in a position, guys, to get in front of the next contact. Every single person who you talk to, you need to be lining them up for your next exposure and the next exposure and the next exposure. Okay? There is a lot of momentum in this team and a lot of people doing massive things, right? And I want to double down on that massive momentum by getting your teams inspired. How do you get your teams inspired? Is to put yourself in a position to start producing and holding your team accountable, right? Nicholas will never ask you guys to do something he doesn't do. And I can say confidently that Nicholas does everything he asks you to do because I talk to Nicholas every single day. Every single day I talk to Nicholas. I know what Nicholas is doing. I know his business, not just because I watch his business, but because he tells me. We talk every single day. I know what goes on. Right? So you have to create and cultivate this environment where, number 1, you're manifesting the right people into your organization, right? You're manifesting the right things into your future. Number 2, you want to make sure that you're putting yourself in a position to where you're communicating with at least 25 new people a day, right? Now, remember, this is duplication. So if you're talking to 25 new people a day and you have 10 people on their team and they're talking to 25 new people a day as well, guys, you're talking to a lot of people. Right? You're literally talking to a lot of people, or even let's just say if you have, let's say you have 10 people on your team and only 5 people are prospecting like you, right? Let's say only 5 people are prospecting like you, and you're talking to 25 people and you have 5 people on your team who are prospecting like you. Now you're really in a position where you're talking to 150 people a day. It's 150 people being contacted through your organization. If out of 150 people that are being contacted in your organization, if let's just say 10% of them go up, guys, it's 15 people. Could you imagine pulling 15 new people into your team a day? Or even scratch that. Forget that. Let's say you have 20 people on your team. Imagine if everybody just brings 1. Your organization doubles. So my whole thing is focus on just bringing 1. Just get 1. If you can get 1 a day, you're good. If that's your mentality. But if you get 1 a week, that's even better. Okay? But it all boils down to the conversations that you're having with people, how often, how many, what your follow-up game is, because all of these are important. And are you getting people on 3-way calls? Once you've piqued interest and you've showed them the business, why are you controlling that conversation from that point moving forward on your own? Why are you not getting Nicholas on a 3-way call? Why are you not getting me on a 3-way call? Why are you not getting Seren, Anna, Noy, Marianne? Why are you not getting any of us on a call? PS3, peak interest, show the business, peak interest, show the business. All you have to do is be a master inviter to the 3-way call or the opportunity call. It's as simple as that. You don't have to complicate this, guys. On my last platform, peak interest, show business, Thomas, I need you. Peak interest, show business, Thomas, I need you. Peak interest, show business, Ronnie, I need you. That's it. Even if I didn't have any of my uplines available, I'd get a sideline or even a downline. I didn't care. Whatever. I just want to do the process because the process works. Because two people on a call with the same vision and one person who doesn't have that vision yet is so much more powerful, right? Because you have two people in agreement talking to one person who's in limbo, right? One could put 50 to flight, two can put 100 to flight. So having said that, guys, I'm going to pass it back over to Nicholas. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I appreciate everybody for listening. Just continue to stay inspired, move forward, continue to press. There's no 25 people a day. Butch, don't forget to talk to 25 people a day. But all right, Nick, back to you.
All right, buddy. So we got a lot of leaders on this call. I hope some of them can open up their mics. I want them to say a few words. I'm going to start with Ashok because he's been my buddy since day one. Ashok's been rolling with Ali and I since day one. So Ashok, if you want to take the mic for a second while we get some other speakers lined up, I wanted you to go first.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you, Ali, for sharing your story. Like, I feel humbled, like this group is, is deserving to listen to your story. And you have never shared this to anywhere else but to us. I'm really humbled to be in a part of that group, So when I first saw Ali, I saw his determination. We were in a different opportunity and he was talking about Epic. And I was just 2 weeks into that opportunity. And it was like 3 days, I took it serious. I took it serious and it's crushed after that. And I feel like, oh my God, I don't know what happened here. So yeah, that's how I met Ali, and I saw his determination to help. Every word he spoke out of his mouth had a power. Nobody sold me this opportunity. I would go anywhere Nicholas would go. I would go anywhere Nicholas would go, because even that time I knew he is a selfless leader, but Ali came and every word he said made a meaning, like it's like a true words coming out of his mouth. He said, I will never, ever leave my team. I will always be there to help you guys to reach anywhere you want to reach, So I felt like those words were so powerful for me. They hit me. And I thought there would never be another leader coming into your life. If you don't roll with them, you were going to miss it, So let me tell today, because Ali proved whatever he said. He said that, and he's every day since day one, he's been calling, he's been following up. If we ask him something, he's been, getting, if he doesn't know the answer, he will get back to us with the answer. He's very resourceful. He got back with the answer. So in this opportunity, if everybody in my team will quit tomorrow, if there's nobody in this opportunity, I will just pay. Maybe I will not do anything, but I will just pay to be in association with these guys. This will cost a lot of money. If I want to go like similar mindset people, I want to associate with similar mindset, it will cost a lot of money. Just mindset alone, just the association alone is worth more than the value. It's more than the money we pay, So this association will take us, a very, very, one of the person I look up in my life is Ed Mylett. And Ed Mylett said, once he said, stop operating your life out of your memory. Start operating your life out of your imagination. Where do you want to go? What do you want to be? How do you want to visualize your life to be? Imagine those things, because the memory will give you something. Maybe somebody have hurt you. Maybe somebody have, pulled your leg, tried to pull your leg. Maybe in the other opportunity, somebody were trying to, discourage you, but that's the memory. Forget about the memory. Always operate your life out of imagination. And what is your imagination? I want everybody right now to close their eyes. How do they visualize their life? What kind of house they want? What kind of life partner they want? What kind of money they want in their bank account, what kind of car they want, what kind of fulfillment they want, what kind of spiritual connection they want in their life. Imagine, and it is possible, because until we imagine what we want to be, until somebody have imagined they can go to moon, until somebody have imagined they can mine in moon and asteroids today, it would have never been possible. Until Elon Musk have, imagined they can use the same rocket over and over and over and over, it would never have been possible. Imagination is the only single most important factor that we have in our life. And our imagination, we can use it in two ways. We can use it in a positive way, or we can see, oh my God, my business is not working. So you start imagining, what you imagine is, my business is crumbling over, I don't know how to pay my bills. Oh. Now that imagination hurts, because it is coming out of your memory. So when you imagine, we need to imagine something great. I just wanted to focus in this point. And imagination comes with the clarity. If you know this opportunity, if you're clear about this opportunity, if you know where you're going, if you have a clear goal, not everybody needs to be icon 100. Not everybody needs to be icon 500. Not everybody needs to be epic. What's your clear goal? Do you want to be ambassador 10? That's it. But have a clear goal and a clear picture in your mind where you're heading, which direction you're heading. If I took my car out of my garage and I don't know where to go, which direction I'm going, I'm just like lost right there. That's what happens without the clarity. We want to press the gas, but I don't know which direction I'm going. Let's have a clarity. We don't need to be epic, everybody. We don't need some maybe just want to be icon 100, some maybe ambassador 50, some maybe ambassador 10. But let's be clear on our goals. Let's be clear on what we want, because at the end of the day, your situation, your family, your circumstances, And yesterday I told Nicholas, I out of blue, I didn't know what happened to me. I just told, I'm so motivated. I know I'm gonna make $1 million by the end of 2021. I don't know what happened. I'm so motivated. I'm gonna make 2021. I will be a millionaire in 2021. I said, I don't know what hit me yesterday. But I had that feeling, and I just hang on to this feeling, because these feelings comes very rarely in your brain, and you will feel so confident very rarely. I just want to hook with that feeling. Let's do this, because your family, because your dreams and aspirations. I don't know how long I have. Nicholas, do I have some time?
Well, I mean, we're enjoying what you're saying, but other people across want to speak too. But go ahead and finish your thought, because it's very important.
Just give me like 3-4 minutes and I'll finish it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, my story, I came from a village from Nepal. So when I was back home, I used to think, why there's no opportunity in this country? I went to this country, the other country, and the other country. I landed up in Canada, the land of opportunity. When I come here, we work so hard in this country that we forgot our dreams. We forgot our aspiration. This is an hourly lifestyle. I get paid hourly. Sometimes, I was a chef before. When I come to Canada, I was a chef. If it's busy, they will ask you to work longer. If it's not busy, they will ask you to go home early. So what happened to my dream? I forgot my dream. I forgot my aspiration. I came all the way from Nepal to Canada with my dream, with my goal, with my imagination, what I want to be, what I want to do in life, because this is land of opportunity. And when I come here, my dream shattered. I was looking for the opportunity every single day. I've never met these people. And I want everybody to think about this also. How do you want your life to be? My goal was to be a pilot. I always wanted to be a pilot. But today I'm here to tell you, I will be a pilot. I'll be a pilot, but my own plane. I will never fly for any airlines or anybody, but I will have my own plane. I will fly that plane. I still have that dream. I still have that aspiration. And this is all because of epic, these mindset people. Ali is here, and these kind of people, even though you will sit with them, they will make it happen. They will force you to, when you're comfortable settling down on something, they will make you uncomfortable to grow. They will make you uncomfortable to grow. So this association is very, very important. I want everybody, no matter which country you're from, no matter what is your circumstances, it all needs is our imagination, our aspiration, how far we want to go with our dream, how deep rooted our dream is within us. That is what's gonna make the change next time. So before anything, if anybody want to pull our leg, I always think, there are a lot of people, my friends, my cousins, my family, everybody, they never joined my business. They didn't. Instead, they try to pull my leg. They say, okay, it doesn't work. I don't know what's happening with you. You were making a decent money as a chef. I don't know what happened. They always try to pull your leg. But I always imagine God is pulling my hand from up. They're trying to pull my leg, but God is up there and he's trying to pull my hand up. Man, imagine who's powerful. And I always trust in God. It will happen. I will make it happen. I have a courage to make it happen. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
That was amazing. Thank you very much. Me and Ali, like, whoa. It's like this guy, that's a powerful thing. That's why we call him the professor, because he professes. That was amazing. Thank you very much, Ashok. So that was a great story. I love it. So Leonidas, before you go, we're going to just go to the other side of the pond since it's late over there. Zane, are you free? Let me see if he's free. Because I really
want.
There we go. I really want to hear from this guy because this guy just motivates me every time we talk. So Mr. Zain Ahmed from London, please go ahead and take it away, sir.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. I hope everybody's well. It's a beautiful evening right here, United Kingdom. My name is Zain, based in the UK. Been in the forex trading for 2.5 years now. It's been absolutely a great journey. But there's something very, very important that I want to say about this special company. Okay, and it's very, very important. And, I get emotional sometimes, just talking about it most of the time, actually. The leadership in Epic, it's absolutely next level. Guys, one thing I want to say to you guys, that I came from another 2 companies previous to this company where I am right now. I have never, ever seen anything like where we are right now, okay? With these amazing leaders, Ali, Nicholas, and, so many, Thomas, and so many other amazing leaders are there all the time to help you, to support you in any ways that you need help with. And that's so amazing. I've been in a company called I did what I have to do, but I've never had a strong leadership. Leadership is very important in this kind of business. Okay. Having a leader who's going to support you in any time that you need is just, it's still something that everybody dreams of. And now I want to talk about Nicholas. Nicholas is somebody that I just literally just met like a couple of weeks ago. I'll say I'll say 5 weeks, around 5 week time, 5 weeks ago, we met up. And now, I've really, really built a great relationship with Nicholas. Me and him, we talk all the time. Anytime I need help, I go to him and I ask him, look, Nicholas, I need, this, I need help with this. And, he's always there. He never, ever said no to anything to me. And, this is the beauty about this business, having your leaders, anytime that you have any issues, you can run to them. And so obviously UK team growing so fast with the support of the leaders. And I'm just so happy and grateful being part of this absolutely epic company. I say to all the time to my team, and I say to every single time to, Nicholas and other leaders, like, this is just so amazing. So all I would say to you guys, look, really, really think about your why. I know my why. What is driving me to this level that I'm driving right now is because of my why, because of my children. I'm a single lone parent, who's raising a single man who's raising 4 children by himself for the past 5 years now. And it's been absolutely a great journey. So that's my why. My kids are really, really driving me, you know, taking me to the next level. So guys, my advice for each one of you guys who's on the call today is to really, really think, what is your why? You know, instead of you going to, you know, the leaders and saying that my organization is not growing, you know, I'm not making no money, I'm not doing this. Instead of saying those words, say it the other way around. Say something good about your organization, say something good about yourself. You know, it's very, very important. Say something good about yourself all the time, and say something good about your organization as well. Your organization will grow so fast. You won't believe it. Trust me, it's happened to me. I've seen it happen to many other leaders. So, you know, just your why. My why is way bigger than my head. You know, this is something that's really, really driving me. I'm not even joking, guys. Look, I'm not even playing. My head might be big, but I'm telling you, my why is way bigger than that. Like, seriously. Because every single time I wake up, I got a disabled daughter who doesn't have no hands and no legs. Okay, she's born without no veins in her system. You know, every single time she's crawling with her knee on the floor, and you know, when she sees her sister and her brothers and my cousins, my niece, and everybody else playing around, and you know, she just looks at me and she just like says, Daddy, why me? And you know, you gotta have to be standing there, and she gotta have to be, I have to be brave and to really answer that question. You know, why me? It's a very strong. But again, I have a strong faith. I believe in God. Things have changed so much. I've been through a lot in my life, but today, I'm just so happy being where I am today with this amazing company. And yeah, that's it really. I've got much to say here. I'm just so busy right now. I've got all the kids in here in the house. It's a weekend. They're off from the school. So yeah, Nicholas, I want to appreciate you guys. Ali, thank you very much, my brother, being there, as a great leader, as one of the best mentor. And yeah, so thank you very much, guys. And I look forward to see you all the top. Okay. I always say, my mentor always says to me, why the bottom is way too crowded. Okay. You don't want to be at the bottom. You need to be right on the top. God bless you all. Respect and love.
Thank you very much, Zane. Thank you for sharing your story. That was very beautiful. I just wanted him to motivate. He told his story, which is, it's a very personal story that only a few of us know. So that just shows us the connection that, Zane has built with this team, that, he's willing to, share his story and everything. But thank you very much. And you're a role model. You're a blessing for us. We really love having you on the team and building this with you. So now I want to switch over to King Leonidas. You there, buddy?
Hey Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Really excited this morning. That's bless your heart, Zane. Appreciate you, man. Like that's some powerful stuff you shared, man. You know what I mean? And that's definitely a motivating factor, that I want you to continue using that to fuel yourself every day, man. Because not too many people you meet that will have certain challenges in life and look at them as blessings. You know what I mean? They'll complain about it every day mentally and put strains on themselves, and it's not healthy at all. You know what I mean? I've been guilty of it. I'm pretty sure Ali's been guilty. Sounds like Ali's been guilty of it before. Ashok, I'm pretty sure you have. Nick, I'm pretty sure you have, right? We're pretty hard on ourselves. And I think Ashok, he just to piggyback off what he was saying, and I'm a product of that this year. You have to really put focus on your imagination and manifestation. You know what I mean? Some of you guys might have heard know who Grant Cardone is. And a few years ago, about 2015, 16, when I first, heard about him, read his books, went through all of his things. And one video I saw one time, he was talking about money, right? And in a sense of you and I, most of us are not taught or are not taught to talk about big numbers. You know what I mean? So like, for instance, can anybody on here without stuttering or making a misstep right now, sit right now and write yourself $1 billion check? 99% of people can't do it. Can you write yourself a $200 million check? Most people, they'll have to count the numbers and misstep and fumble and all that stuff. And that's because it's not something that we're accustomed to doing. You know what I mean? And that's something that it takes practice, just like it does walking, just like it does talking, just like it does learning how to prospect, learning how to reach out and meet somebody new. It takes practice. And the only way that's going to happen is through activity. And first of all, it's through imagination. If you focus knowing what you want. And to share a personal story with you. Thanks, Ali, for letting us know, especially myself, that it's okay to fail, accept failure, and be at the bottom, but you don't have to stay there. You know what I mean? It's okay to be like that. It's okay to accept it. Because I've gone through something similar like that myself in the last year, and it's kind of an ego shock, but it's not something for you to have to sit on. And I gotta say thanks to Nick, thanks to Ali, thanks to Ashok, and be honest with you, man. I've been seeing people ranking up all the time, and I really don't too much know who some of these people are as yet to really know like personally who they are. But when I see them now that I'm getting to know of it, it's like, oh, this is the guy that's been talking to me in my inbox for so and so. Oh my God, like, oh, one and one, now the dots are connecting, right? Now check this out. I should share something earlier. One of his biggest dreams to be a pilot, right? Earlier this year, back in January, again, I myself fell victim to life and I got a job. I went back to work in corporate America, and I was going door-to-door sales because that's just like being on the phone. In the past, it's one of the times when I was working, I made the most money. It's going door-to-door selling, and it's one of the most fearful things. I'm getting my stomach starting to churn right now just talking about it. I hate going door to door talking to people because there's just so much emotions. There's so much that you got to do to really get that sale. But when you do start making sales, you make a lot of money, right? So I went back into selling door to door. Why? Because again, I met a kid, 19, 20 years old, dude made $100,000 last year. I said, oh, if this guy can do it, I can sell solar panels. That's an easy sell all day long. I'm all over it. And the one thing that stuck out to me then was when I started the job, I walked in the office and I walked in and they're playing a Grant Cardone motivation video. Let me know right away I'm in the right place. So everybody in there, they're all talking about these motivational talks and all this good stuff, and the energy is high. And all the new people, after you graduate the training, you're supposed to tell everybody in the group, what your goals are. And one of my goals I finally came out and told people was, I'm going to be a pilot before the end of the year. Not necessarily knowing that it was actually going to happen. You know what I mean? But that's what I started to put out there. And I actually started flight school in July. I made a couple of business deals, and things went in my favor. And boom, as I got my advance on my payments, I said, boom, I'm gonna go start flight school. And it happened. You know what I mean? But this is something, yeah, it might have happened this year within 6 months. This is something that ever since I was 7 years old, I wanted to do. So this is like 20 something years I've been waiting to make this happen, but it really hasn't been until when I watched that Grant Cardone video about writing big numbers, when I literally started writing it down every single day. And I can pull my notebooks and show you every single day in my notes where I talk about being IFR certified, having my own citation M2, being a pilot, doing all this cool stuff. Every single day, that's one thing that I would write about, and it took a very long time to make it happen. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to be your particular situation, but what I'm saying is until you start to convince yourself, right? First, that's the first person you got to sell on your life being the reality that you want. You got to first sell yourself on it. Once you're sold, it's literally just a matter of time. It's a law of numbers, right? It's a numbers game, whether it be days that you put into doing something that you need to do to bring a result, or people that you need to talk to share this opportunity with, or trades that you need to take, or showing up to enough meetings. It's all a law of numbers, but here's a great vehicle where you can have anything that you want. There's a rank that pays $1 million a month. There's a rank that pays $150 a month. Wherever you want to fall in between there, the decision is yours, but you just got to be clear and know exactly what you want. And that's especially with money. A lot of people, when they talk about, oh, I want to make a lot of money. Well, if I go to the bank, I can't go to the bank and say, hey, I want a lot of money. They're going to ask for a specific dollar amount. You got to physically write the dollar amount and then write it out like I'm not to say, but write the wording out, right? So you have to know what you want. And if you don't know what you want in life, like Ashok was saying, if you hop in your car and you don't know a destination, you're gonna end up lost. You just be driving all day long. So I mean, you definitely need to know what it is you want, and it doesn't hurt. It really helps, even if it's something that you look in the mirror, you might say, man, that's crazy, that's a wild goal. But if you put it out there, you never know who you might meet that might know somebody that can say, hey, here's the keys to your kingdom, because this is what you wanted. You might not have told me, but you told somebody and they said, hey, I know somebody that wants the keys to that kingdom. And that person that holding the keys, they might have it and don't even want it. And it might not come in the way that you might think that you might see it, but you might have to put a little bit of work in, but that work definitely will pay off. Ali is a living example of it. Ashok is an example of that. Nick is an example of it. I'm an example of it. When you start to take action on the things that you want, first of all, you convince yourself, then you start to see the results. And 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 this is one thing that I try to get people to wrap their minds around. Yeah, the brain controls the mouth, but the mouth tells your brain what's going on. There's a reason you got one mouth and two ears, and you know what I mean? So the more you tell yourself the things that you want to have, the more you can believe it, and the more you'll start to achieve it. So that's all I'm gonna share with you guys. Take today as an anchor point to say, hey, even if you gotta try, you gotta make a little strive, you gotta make a little effort, you gotta set some extra alarms. I set all my alarms on my watch now. I got an Apple Watch now, so every meeting is going off, and I'm doing my best to be there because this is important. I got a house full of kids. I'm hiding out right now because I don't know if you guys saw me coming in earlier. I'm hiding out right now because what I'm doing is for their future. They don't know it yet, but this is setting them up for their future. You know what I mean? So God bless each and every one of you guys, man. You can do it. It's not lonely at the top. It's not a tough battle to get there. You might just be 3 handshakes away from the top, and you just got to take action on whatever it is you want each and every single day, and I guarantee you can have it.
All right, thanks, buddy. I really appreciate that. It's good to hear from you. I'm going to take a long shot here. She might say no, but Sylvia, are you on? Because I would really love to hear from somebody on the Nigerian team, either Sylvia or Leo. Somebody unmute yourself. Ruth. Let's see. We'll give him a few seconds, and then if Ontarian's there, he can go next. Ontarian, you there? I don't know. All right.
What's going on? Can y'all hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Sylvia, who was that? Sylvia too?
Yeah.
Wait, Ontarian, let Sylvia go ahead because she's in Nigeria, and then you go.
Okay, that'll work.
All right, go ahead, Sylvia. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to listen and be truly inspired. I am truly inspired. I'm a Nigerian, obviously, and I'm in Nigeria, and I can't say exactly how it is over there, but here it's a little tough. Yeah, but I have good leaders on my team. I have good teammates. It's not been the easiest because for the average youth, to first of all believe that forex can actually pay, and then MLM pays too, is a problem because we've had different encounters. We've had people give us their word, and it turns out to be BS at the end of the day because people are trying to hustle, and people buy into a lot of things. Now it's really hard to market. It's not hard. It's a challenge to market Epic to most people because they first of all ask, are you sure this is going to pay? Are you sure? Like, how long do I have to do this? Oh my God, $99 is a lot for me right now. And then I try my best, to make them see the opportunity because not often does such an opportunity come along. So it takes the right mind. It takes the right set of, I like to call it the mind's eye to see that this is an opportunity that you shouldn't sleep on, right? So listening to you guys talk right now just makes me not want to give up because it's really hard. And thankfully, I've been able to rank up. I'm at pound 500. Yay. But I plan on going further, breaking barriers. It's really hard for me right now because a lot of people are, saying no's. It's like the no's are crazy and a lot of people are interested, but then they're always like, oh, the money, oh my God, do I have to, do this the next month, pay again? It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, but I am so inspired tonight. I am so inspired. You have no idea how I feel. I'll just keep moving. It keeps getting better. I can see that, people have so much to live for, so many reasons not to give up. I don't see, my nose as a reason to give up. There are people. I found out that there are like 200 million people in my state, right? And I'm sure that a good percentage have not even heard about forex, let alone Epic. So I know that there's so much work to be done at the end of the day. And I have a great team. Like I said earlier, I have Shay on my team. I have Leo on my team. I have people who will push you to your limits. And I'm so grateful to have Nick and have Ali on my team. They have been such an inspiration. Thank you for always showing up to thank you for always showing up to our meetings. Thank you for being there for us. You guys have been amazing leaders. Thank you. And please, guys, I know my teammates are on this call, and I'm so grateful that they made out time to be here. I hope we all pick something from this, because yes, Ruth, Founder 1000 on its way. I cannot wait to, be where Nick is right now, because I look up to him a lot. He has been an inspiration without even knowing it. I'm so sorry. I had something I was doing, but yeah, thank you so much for this. I do not regret it. I am so glad I tuned in. Thank you so much again, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sylvia. Really, really appreciate it. And everybody, let's give Sylvia and Leo congratulations for ranking up. Let's just drop some ones in the chat box. Sylvia hit founder 500, Leo hit founder 1000. This is happening in Nigeria, people, okay? So there's no excuse, especially those of you guys that are in the Western world, in Canada, United States, Australia, there's no excuses. There's people that are doing this in countries where, $100, doesn't stretch as far. It's like $100 is big money in Nigeria, and they're still making it happen. So if your why is big enough, you will definitely make it happen. So thank you very much, Sylvia. Hey, Ali, are you still there by any chance? Or did he leave?
Yeah, of course, I'm still here.
Let's talk about Shay, because Shay's not going to come on the call, but I think we need to tell people about how hardworking this woman is. So first of all, this is like a little sister that I didn't have, right? I mean, we get along so well. Ali patched us up, and at first I thought that okay, Ali put somebody on my team, and then me and Shay just started talking, and then over the times, we just become so close and stuff, and it's like somebody that I talk to on a regular basis now. I've never seen anyone with such a great work ethic and stuff. Shay is amazing. Her mom Felicia is amazing, and they do a lot for our team. So if you can just give some background on your story with Shay.
Yeah. So, gosh, when I met Shay and Felicia, it was I got a message on Telegram, and man, one thing I really like about Shay is she is who she is. She's always going to come at you with like her genuine, real personality. And the very first message she sent me on Telegram, it was like, yo, I see you. I've seen you and Thomas. I'm ready to make the transition. We want to run this with you. And just the way she spoke about her team, that was the biggest thing for me. Is how she wanted to make sure that she was leading people into the right direction. She wanted to make sure that Thomas and I said who we were going to say we were going to be. So we did. I mean, we made sure that we got connected with her. And I had no idea that her and her mom were going to be this involved with their team. I mean, every single day they meet with their team. Every single day they're providing value to their organization. Every single day they are putting out fires and building new walls, putting out fires and building more foundation, putting out fires. And it's just crazy to see what they do and the level of patience that Shay and Felicia both possess. They have a level of patience that I don't have. I can tell you that right now. And I definitely take a page out of their book. They work very well together. And I have a great deal of respect for the both of them. And I know that they're committed to this process. I know they're not going anywhere, and their team feels comfortable working with them because of that. But these two individuals, without a shadow of a doubt, some of the cleanest hearts I've seen in the industry. The way they work with their team, guys, just showing up every single day like that, almost 7 days a week, literally since we've been through pre-launch, in answering the same question, like a lot of times throughout the day, whether it's on Zoom, message, WhatsApp, doesn't matter. They're just always on it, always after it. And, they're very well deserved for the ambassador ranks and all the blessings that are going to be coming into their organization. So that's why everybody just has to stay positive, right? And back to what Sylvia said, you know, she said she's dealing with some people who are interested, but then they don't have the money. If you focus on the things that aren't going right within your organization, like if I focused on all the things that weren't going right on my team, I would really have a feeling that I have the worst team in the world. I'm being honest with you. But I purposefully focus on all of the great, amazing, massive things that the entire team is doing, to the point like where I go to sleep every night, Thomas and I talk about how great of a team we have. We never go to sleep. We never go to sleep without saying how great of a team we have. You can never look at one of your lines of business or one of your leaders and say, oh, this is a very weak leg, or, oh, this leg is just crap. What? It's all the mindset, guys. And that's why I love Shay and Felicia. And one thing about Felicia, she sees something, she sees it, she processes it, and she's like, all right, I know exactly how my team in Nigeria needs to see this information. She'll go grab all the information, take tons of notes, create a whole PowerPoint presentation, and then present it to her team the next day. And it's just like mind-blowing to see somebody put in that much effort. So I have too much respect for these two. This is just the beginning for all of them, and this is the smallest their teams will ever be. And you know, they trusted us, and I'm very happy that they did. Great deal of love for them, and everybody needs to take a page out of their book on a serious level, because not everybody meets with their team every day, and they do. It's a big deal. So I appreciate you both tremendously, and so much love for your team and your organization.
Definitely, they have the blueprint on how to build a team, because if people take that same blueprint and implement it in their own countries, they're going to get the same results. You know, because you know that they've proven that you can do it overseas. You can do it in countries where the U.S. dollar is very dominant, and they have to work so much harder. For some people, it takes a whole day of work, sometimes a whole week of work to make $100, right? And I don't think sometimes we realize that. If people's why is big enough, they're going to do it. I know people on their teams that they'll grind on the markets, and they'll turn $20 into $100 to pay their monthly bill. You know, we don't understand things like that, but it's pretty amazing. But anyways, Ontarian, sorry about that. You there, brother?
I am here, Nicholas. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I was waiting on someone to send me an invoice so I can pay for this call, man. This has been power packed, bro. I tell you, I'm inspired by Ali, Leonidas, Ashok. Everyone's story, man, is just on fire. And that's what is going to drive us guys to the next level, is keeping what has happened in the past to us in the forefront of our minds, you know, where we've come from and where we want to go. All right. And I'm sure that many of us don't want to go back to where we were. We don't want to relive the past, because the past has pain, and pain is something that we have to, you know, we have to endure, and it's going to make us stronger. And there is pain. If you think about it, it is painful to step outside of your comfort zone and to do something you've never done, especially in Epic. This is something that a lot of you never done before. You never did network marketing. You never traded. The thought of it probably scared you. But guess what? In the end, if you stick with it and your why is big enough, like Zane said, Zane's story is amazing as well. That the tenacity that he has, the vision that man has is amazing. If you have a vision like that, guys, and your why is big enough, nothing can stop you. I don't care what the physical looks like. I don't care if you go to your back office and you see all zeros. I don't care if you lost a trade today. It doesn't matter. Those things are what's going to make you stronger. And your biggest competition is always going to be the person you look at every day in the mirror. There's no other competition. No other competition. So if you keep that in the back of your mind, it will propel you into your purpose. It will propel you into what you're trying to accomplish. All right. A lot of you don't know me, but I've been in the industry well over 10 years. Started in 2002, 2003 in traditional network marketing. Fast forward, I went into online marketing in 2006, 2007, because I got tired of traditional MLM. Well, this is Epic is a new wave of MLM, guys. It's the reason I say a new wave is because you can make money without recruiting. It's going to get you residual income, and it's going to you're going to be helping the economy. Think about it like that. When you introduce somebody to Epic, just know you're helping your family. Okay, you're helping to generate generational blessings, generational financial. You're breaking generational financial curses, which is a lack, which is the lack of which is being broke, right? And then when you do that, you're passing it down to your family, and then we can go and share it, right? We share it with the world. People need this thing. This right here can help the economy. It's going to help the economy. That's how you got to look at it. And my vision, that's how I think of it. My vision is I want my entire team to win every single day. All right. I want everybody on this call to win every single day. All right. We're all family here. This is what we do. This is our profession. And when you look at it like that, guys, it's a switch in your mind. When you turn that switch on, again, the light comes on and you become a locomotive. Your commitment needs to be in 90 days, in 90-day increments. Okay. Just like Ali said, reach out to 10 to 20 people a day. That should be in your routine. Getting the word out there on social media. That should be in your routine. Following up should be in your routine. 3-way calls. If someone is on the fence, say, hey, let me get you on a 3-way call with my business partner. Do you have 5 minutes? That should be in your routine. And when you do that over and over again, what is, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again. But in this context, it's insane for success. So you got to be insane for your success. You got to be obsessed with your success. And when you become obsessed, hey, here's how you know you're obsessed. When you wake up in the morning, you grab your phone and you're looking to follow up with people. You're looking at some trades. You're looking, to see if your teammates are checking on your teammate. That's when you become obsessed. Okay. When nothing in the world can stop you, your naysayers, your critics, everybody say you can't do it. That should give you fuel to the fire right there. And when that happens, guys, you become a machine. You become a machine. So become insane for your success. Do those things over and over again. It makes you insane, but in a good way for your business. All right. And that's all I got right there, guys. We're gonna this right here, Epic. We're just getting started, and this is the best. I've been in many network marketing companies, guys. This is the best one ever in all 10 plus years of my career. The best leadership, the best everything, all around. The best stickability, everything. Okay, I love it here, and I'm not going anywhere. And my goal every day is to motivate my team, to help my team. I told Nicholas, I said, Nick, I'm on a mission, bro. I said, I'm gonna bring in 1,000 people personally. Personally, I'm gonna bring in 1,000 people. That's what I told myself when we first started this. I said, I'm gonna get in 1,000 people, and that's gonna happen. I'm going, and when I do that, guess what? It's gonna help my team. I'm placing people to help people get ranked up. That's my vision, and that's what I'm gonna do. So within a year, because it's only been a couple of months, and I brought in quite a bit of people so far. 1,000 people, mark my words, it's going to happen. With that, I'll give it back over to you, Nick.
All right, thank you very much.
Wow.
Did somebody want to say something? Or?
Nah, sorry, Nicholas, it's me, bro, man. I just want to say, man, oh my God, just listening to this, man. My God, bro, I swear to God, I love your energy. I love your energy, seriously. It's just so amazing to hear a leader speaking with that powerful voice. It's just amazing. Thank you, man. Seriously. Oh my God, I'm just blown away, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Antorian, thank you.
Thank you, Zane. Appreciate it.
So welcome, brother. You're welcome. Anytime.
All good. Marianne, are you there? I don't know if you're there or not, or if you're busy. Hello. I wanted her to speak.
She's there. I see her.
I see her, but I don't know if she's busy with the kids or something. But anyways, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, if anybody else wants to speak, we can have a little open mic right now. I don't know, Leslie, if you're there. I don't know if you're at work. Or, some people are at work and they're probably just listening on their Bluetooth. Just trying to stay under the radar. But no.
One thing I want to say real quick is going through this call and just, essentially we had a leadership marathon, which was beautiful. I loved hearing from all the leaders and different things that we're doing. But the biggest factor here, everyone, is you are 110% the creator of your own destiny. You can no longer put your winnings or your shortcomings on anybody else's shoulders. You have to put yourself in a position to realize that everything that's happening in your life right now is a product of the decision that you've made at some point in your life. And the sooner you realize that, the faster you can get to success. Your definition of success is completely different than mine, and that's okay. But you need to put yourself in a position to get closer and closer to that. Starting off with the prospecting, having the right conversations with people, and get creative, guys. Everybody on this call should have a YouTube channel. Everybody on this call should have an Instagram. Everybody on this call should have a Facebook. Everybody on this call should have a LinkedIn. At any given moment, guys, there's 2 billion people using social media. You are not restricted to your country. You're not restricted to your state. You're not restricted to your city. This is a global environment. This is a global network and a global team, and you have access to everything. I'm telling you right now, there's somebody at this very moment while we're having this meeting paying $750, maybe even $1,500 to get signed up into a forex education platform. I'm serious. There's platforms out there right now charging $750 to get started. There is no competition with what we're doing, none in any capacity. So please continue to strive towards greatness. Don't create the limitations in your brain. Like Ashok said, Ed Milet said, stop living through memories, start living through imagination. Network marketing gives people hope. Spencer Iverson, when we're in Mexico, he asked the question. He said, what is the purpose of network marketing? And a bunch of people, all the ambassadors raised their hand and saying, oh, to give people financial freedom. And he's like, no, not that. And oh, to give people the ability to have a side hustle. No, not that. The ability to connection. And I just raised my hand and I was like, hope. I said, network marketing gives people hope. And that's the answer, right? Because that's what this is. This gives people hope. It gives you the opportunity to know that there is a way out of what you're currently doing. Network marketing is not easy. What we're doing, guys, isn't easy. It's not easy. I would be lying to you if I said this was easy. It's hard. It's not easy. It's work. It's dedication. But let me tell you something. Grinding out with this for the next 24 to 36 months like a savage, head down, tunnel vision, right? Sure beats the hell out of going to work for the next 45, 50 years. Being out of the house 10, 12 hours a day. You feel me? Waiting until I'm old to retire and then enjoy. I'm not doing that. I refuse. And I think you need to refuse that too. That's not your path. This is your path. So let's put our heads down and let's make this massive run. But yeah, I just wanted to share that real quick before we move the call on.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't really have too much left. I think, who's there?
I wanted to share.
Hey, D car lady.
What's up? I'm new to the team and everybody, so thanks for having me. I just want to say a couple things. One of the reasons that I connected with Nikolai, I call him Nikolai, with is because a lot of things, everything you guys were saying about Nicholas is true. That it's been my experience as well. He's low key and humble, but the dude is like, if there's ever a sponsor out there, he's the one. And it's not, you know, about like holding people's hand, but the dude like legit cares. You know, if he gets into something and it kind of goes topsy-turvy or whatever, he'll let you know what's up, because he actually cares about, you know, about what can happen to you and your downline or whatever, you know. So that's one of the reasons, you know, that's the main reason why I reached out to him about it. And also too, when you guys are saying like, you know, kind of don't worry about the fears that you had in the past, because like forex is like totally new to me. And I told Nick, I said, bruh, I don't know nothing about nothing, right? You know, I said, this is totally out of my comfort zone. I said, but I'm at a place where, you know, I'm a traditional network marketer. I said, I'm at a place where I need to diversify, you know, because at some point when you keep doing the same thing, you know, you wind up basically replacing one job for the next, you know. And I said, so I know I need to do something a little bit different so that I don't get stuck in that type of situation, you know. So I said, yeah, you know, let me learn something, whereas I don't have to, if I choose not to, I don't have to recruit to actually make the money, you know, because in network marketing we are recruiting, you know. And I like the fact that this does give us the opportunity to not recruit if you don't want to. If you want to learn the education and do, you know, and do the training and make the trades, you know what I mean, and earn an income from that. That was my main, you know, thing when I talked to Nikolai. I said, yo, the training work. You know, I'll get to the recruiting side if I decide to, if, you know, and everything like that. I said, but there's a training work. You know, is it actually going to teach me, you know, how to do this thing? You know, and he's like, yes, it actually works. I'm using it, you know, and I trust his feedback because he's been a person of character, you know. So I'm loving the energy in here. I'll tell y'all, man, you know, some people may be new to business altogether, but, you know, after you've done business a little bit, you know what I mean, whether you make some money or not, you'll realize how very important it is to have people who are uplifting, you know, who are just talking positive. They're not harping on, you know, what's not right or whatever, you know what I mean? And even when the fella, I forgot his name, but because I don't know everybody, but the fella was telling his story, you know, about how he came up. He was telling what most people don't tell. They don't tell the falls. He was telling the falls he had, you know, and that's important because it does kind of empower the rest of us to let us know, like, hey, yeah, you know, you're not alone. You have falls too, you know. But I had falls, and his falls may have been even bigger than ours, you know. And it's like, hey, if he had falls and he came up, that gives us, you know, the encouragement, like, you know what, all right, maybe what we're going through ain't so bad after all, you know. So yeah, we can get up and we can do this too. And I like the flexibility. The last guy he was talking, he was saying, hey, you should have an Instagram, you should have a YouTube, you know, LinkedIn, you know, talk to people. I like the fact that there's a lot of companies that will just kind of restrict you and like, no, just do Facebook because it's too much, you know. But I like the flexibility and the fact of, hey, there's all these platforms out there, choose something and rock it out, you know, versus a person just telling you, no, you only can do this, you know. So I like what I'm hearing. I like the uplifting. I like the direction that everything seems like it's going. Like I said, this is my very first day. I literally signed up last night, you know, and I did start watching one video from a lady named Max. I don't know her, but I watched like the first 30 seconds of the video and I was like, yo, I like her. Because once again, it was that environment. It was the positivity. And in life, and especially in business, you know, that's literally like, that can be the difference between success and not having the success we want. Just having that environment of people that are like, look, I failed before, or I had some, you know, pitfalls, but I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, you know, like Ontario was like, you know, he had, you know, kind of been fed up with the traditional MLM, but he gave it another shot, you know, because other people may be in that similar boat where they're like, yo, I'm fed up with this, you know. But it's like him, and he's, you know, he does very well. You know, we all love Ontario, you know what I mean? And it's like, hey, if he could give something another shot, you know, and take a look at something, it just kind of encourages everyone, you know, like, hey, you know, other people are regular just like us. So, you know, I'm just liking everything I'm hearing. I wanted to make sure that you guys knew it, because I don't know all of your names, but I wanted to like point, you know, individual people out, because there's some things that really, you know, have touched with me today. And thank you.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. I didn't know you were going to come on the call. That was a very awesome surprise. Appreciate that. So, yeah, no, we have some amazing leaders on this team. I felt it from day one. The first call I had with Ali, I knew that this is going to be my brother for life. The same way I felt with Ashok. You know, when Seren brought me and Ashok together, we were in a different company, and Seren put him like 5 levels below me. And then he's like, hey, you should talk to this guy. He's actually pretty good. Ever since then, our first call, me and Ashok, our first call went almost 2 hours, and we've been like joint at the hip ever since. So, you know, we have an amazing team. Feel the same way about Zane now. Ontarian's been my brother for like 5-6 years now, ever since I got into affiliate marketing. I've always known who Ontarian was. So this is like, it's hard to explain, but this is it for me. Like Epic, it's like I'm in this for the rest of my life, as long as we're doing this. And then the most important part is we're learning a skill set. I don't think we spoke about trading too much. This has been a lot about motivation and hearing from the leaders, but don't forget that trading is the skill set that will change your life. It'll create generational wealth. Even if one day Epic is not there anymore, if you learn how to do Forex trading, and Zane will tell you this, Leonidas will tell you this, Ontarian will tell you this, is that Forex trading will absolutely change your life. It's daily income. You don't have to wait for a paycheck. You give yourself a raise. Just like with, like they say, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Residual interest or residual income is the 9th wonder of the world. And now we actually have both of those things together. So on one hand, you can make money trading daily. You don't even have to recruit a person. You could just get those, you can get that money like that. But when you get results, you're obviously going to want to tell somebody about it, right? Nobody's going to make $100, $200 a day and just going to kind of keep it to themselves. They're going to put it on Facebook stories. They're going to share it. And then you're going to attract people. And the duplication starts right there. So like I said, we've been going about an hour and a half now. I don't want it to go too long or nobody's going to watch the replay.
Nicholas, do you mind if I say something to
Yes, go ahead, Zane.
All right, thank you very much, man. Nicholas, I always say like to you all the time, bro, I respect you and I love your energy. I just love everything about you, man. You are just an amazing leader. And, Ali is just next level. I never, ever come anybody cross, one of the best motivator, it's just amazing. Okay, so I just want to say something about the trading. So if anybody on this call here, who's new and who's not making, money on the trading, there's something that you're missing out there. Trading has changed my life. When I came into this trading industry 2.5 years ago, I had nothing. I literally have to, to gather some money together. It took me a very long time. It took me, actually going to say this now, it took me 4 months to get money together before I start the real trading. Okay. So after 4 months, once I started, today, I call myself, I'm a millionaire because I have made an amazing money in this trading industry. You can make money on this trading. If anybody on this call yet say that, you don't make money on the trading, you're wrong. You will make money on the trading. It all depends on you, who you're learning from. And this is one of the best platform I have ever come across with. You're not learning, I've been in IML, and I don't know if some of you guys, I'm sure some of you guys know, IML. IML is one of the biggest company, all around, like literally they've been going for many years. You learn. Their education is not close, not even a very tiny bit. I've been with IM for 1.5 years now, before. And, their education is not even close to this. So, here, Epic is just next level. Trading, it's been amazing. I've had absolutely, great result from it. And, I'm still having a great result every single day. My teams are doing absolutely amazing. I've had a lady, actually, sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was listening to Ali that he was saying that, somebody, you can join, there's the other companies are charging more. So there's a lady yesterday come to a Zoom call. I invited her. I knew this lady, a couple of years ago. So she just came across to my Facebook and she got linked up with me yesterday. And she called me and she said to me, okay, hey, Zaid, I want to talk to you about something. And I say, okay, what is it? And she goes to me, oh, I know you're involved in the trading, but I want to find out more about trading. And she told me she found a course that she meant to be starting this Monday coming, £5,000. £5,000 for a course. And I was just like, whoa, are you serious? Like literally, I said, I can give you something way better than that. And, she started today, yesterday, she signed up last night. Today, her first day on the trading profit, it's £17. I don't know how much is in dollar, but I don't know if dollar is like, pound is more stronger than the dollar. But, the lady just started yesterday and today she's made £17 and she's just like so happy. Like, she actually made the choice yesterday to join me. So trading is just amazing. Trading will change your life. Trading will make you, millionaire. Trading will make you, whatever you dream about. So guys, all you have to do is just please make sure, you follow the instruction of the leaders, what they give you, just do your education. Just now, since I've joined this Epic Trading now, I've watched 7 times, just the basic videos, 7 times, just from the basic, the basic 1 and basic 2. So education is very important. The more you learn, the more money you're going to make. Simple as that. God bless.
All right. Thank you very much, Zane. Let me check 1 second. Leslie, are you there?
I'm here.
How you doing, sir?
Not bad. How are you?
Good. We actually had a popular demand request. Some Ambassador 50 said, I want to hear from Leslie.
Oh, well, I'm the shy type, right? But today you're going to find out.
So how are things going in Canada?
It's going good. Yeah, the weather is a little bit cool today, but we have some great weather the last few days, like in the almost 65, 70 degrees. So it's not bad. Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Leslie's been rocking with me for a long time. We've been doing a lot of programs together. He is on Shay's team. And as a matter of fact, he's about to start building in Nigeria. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, it is. Yeah. In fact, she's on the call, I think, today.
Yeah, I think I saw Tolu on the call earlier. But, tell us a little bit about your experience, not only in network marketing, affiliate marketing. What has brought you to where you're at today?
First of all, I want to say thanks and to Ali for his inspiring story. I was blown away when I heard his story, and I thought, wow, they say facts tell, stories sell, right? So that was an amazing story, Ali. I really appreciate you telling us all about it. And Nicholas, I also want to thank you for your leadership. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better person to be under. I remember making that call to you in April, and I'm glad I did that. It had nothing to do with Epic, of course, but for the people on the call who are listening, Nicholas is a great guy. He's always helping, not only me and this whole team. Whenever I've reached out to him, he's always answered my question or called me. And, so thanks to you, Nicholas, for that great leadership. And also want to give thanks to Ali, of course, and Thomas. For me, Epic is the thing that got me into Epic was when Nicholas said to me, Leslie, it's a skill set that you can learn, which you will always take with you for the rest of your life. And you can even pass it down to your kids and, their kids. And I thought to myself, yeah, man, it got me thinking. And he said to me, even like, God forbid, down the road, something happens to Epic, you never know. And I don't mean to be sounding negative, but down the road, 3, 4 years, 5 years from now, something happens to Epic, the management, whatever, we don't know. And, at least you'll have something in your hand that you can make money with. And I said, yeah, you're right. I mean, I got to, thinking into that, because if you represent other companies, which are all great, by the way, product and services and on whatever they have, if they fold up and the product may be like second to none, I mean, you cannot promote those products to anybody because now the company is not around. But with Epic being part of, like, when you're doing forex trading, it's like a skill set that you learn. And I said, yeah, I'm in. The only problem with me is, like I told Nicholas when I first joined, that I didn't want to do network marketing because I'd done that in the past, and I didn't like from what I experienced with the other companies. I mean, all great companies, it's like the compensation plan was the same for everybody, just that it was up to each individual. But for me, they say the 4 beliefs in life, or rather in any business, or especially with our business. First of all, you got to believe in the industry, which is network marketing. I don't have any issues with that because I've been with Amway since when I first saw Amway's presentation back in 1990 about network marketing. I fell in love with the concept and I didn't sleep that night. The second one is the believe in the company. Third one is believe in the product. And then the fourth one is believe in yourself. And I think for me, the issue is believing in myself. It's like how Ali said, you manifest, but he couldn't believe. And for me, I manifest, but I don't believe. I think that's the part that I need to overcome, and so to speak. So I'll write things down. I'll sort of imagine them. I'll do affirmations every day, looking at, I don't know if you heard of Noah, whatever his name is. He's got a book on affirmation, and I read that every day. But when it comes to believing, that's my downfall. And I don't mean to be sounding negative in saying that. It's just that I have to overcome that to believe that I can be that or be somebody a few years from now, or be an ambassador or be an icon, whatever it is. So that's my take on it. But I love the company. Epic is great. The leadership is unbelievable, because I'll tell you one thing, guys. I've been in other companies that I've never seen a leadership like this, especially with Ali and Thomas and Nicholas and all the other great leaders like Ontarian and Marianne and Ashok and Surin, although I've not met him, and Anand and all these people, like phenomenal, just phenomenal. And I've been in the industry for a little over 30 years, and I've never ever seen anything like this. But for the people listening on this call, Epic is, for me, that's it. I don't want to do anything else. I believe in the company, I believe in the product, I believe in the leadership, but my only problem is to believe in myself, and I have to overcome that. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Leslie. Appreciate that. So you just made Ali's day. He might even skip the GoPro now. So, who needs Eric Worre? We have Leslie.
No, thank you for that share, Leslie. And I appreciate you for hopping on this call and being committed and sharing your piece. I have a great deal of respect for you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Sorry, Ray Higdon tagged me in something. Like, what's he tagging me in something for? So it's like, I wanted to go check it out. But anyways, guys, we're going to wrap this up. But the last thing, Ali and I wanted to talk about, when we met 3 weeks ago, we were blessed to be able to meet the owner of this company. And honestly, when I went there, all I wanted to do is just meet Ali and hang out with him for a little bit and get a picture with the owner, just to say, put it on my Instagram. It was so much more than that. He's such an amazing, humble guy. He gave a great presentation. Afterwards, he rounded a few of us up. And he said, hey, I'm going to take you guys out to dinner. So he took us to a seafood restaurant. We racked up a huge bill. And then after that, I told him, I said, hey, when we get back to the hotel, Ali and I wanted to talk to you about something. And it was about the payment processing for our international teams and stuff. So I said, we just need 5 minutes of your time. He said, no problem. I swear to God, Ali will tell you this. He stayed up with us for like 2.5 hours in the hotel lobby. And it started with just 3 of us. And then over time, he saw other people were waiting to get a picture with him or talk to him. He told them to all pull up a chair, and it kind of turned into like this fireside meeting. We just needed like a fire pit in the middle. And he was just like motivating us and telling us all these things. But Ali talks to him like almost on a day-to-day basis. So can you tell us a little bit about the owner of this company?
Yeah, for sure. The one thing I really like about David is he's real. He's not like a typical CEO. Nicholas says he talks to me every day, but he actually talks to the both of us every day. He has a group chat specifically for Nicholas and myself, and we talk about certain things that interest us in that has nothing to do, but that does have to do with maybe a different project that we'll all be on here pretty soon, which I'm excited about. But he really provides us with the feeling of being included, creating an ecosystem where everybody's voice matters. And he never acts like he's better than anybody else. Like the other day I was talking to him and I was like, man, I'm at the house right now. I just moved into this new apartment and I'm putting together a sofa. And he's like, Ali, you don't have to put together your sofa anymore. He's like, you could just get somebody to do it. He's like, we don't do that anymore, right? And it's just like the type of conversations that you have with McCovy. It's very different. Like, there's no way you're going to get Christopher Terry on a call. There's no way you're going to get one of the CEOs from Amway on a call. It's never going to happen. And look, David McCovy is a multiple 8-figure income earner, guys. He could be the CEO that's behind the scenes. He actually did a 3-way call for me yesterday. We did a Zoom with some leaders who are coming in from a different platform with a massive network. And McCovy straight up told them, he's like, look, I would much rather, he's like, I'm on this side of the desk because I have to be, but I like being on the other side way more. I genuinely enjoy working with people. So we have a CEO that actually cares, who wants to be part of our process, who communicates with us. It doesn't get any better than that. And for me, that's all I needed. When I went to Vegas, I was really looking for a peace of mind for my team. And we came back with so much more than that. And it was just, everything's been happening so fast, but it's still so fluid. Really, really think about it, guys. We've launched with well over 60,000 people since September. We've had, knock on wood, zero downtime. We've been at 100% uptime. We've had, outside of very minor growing pain, like support issues, Nothing else is going on that's wrong. Nothing, like literally nothing. There's no reason for anybody to be scared or confused. Like, I mean, they hit the nail on the head with this platform. Most platforms that are launching this many people, you're going to have hiccups with signups. You're going to have hiccups with holding tanks. You're going to have hiccups with uptime. But we've literally been 100% uptime. No accounts are missing. No accounts get lost in the translation. So just so many really positive things to look forward to. And it's all because of David McCovy, the team that he's created. And I'm just super stoked to be running this up with him and with all of you guys. We do have that Eric Worre call in about 10 minutes. I hope everybody's taking advantage of that recruiting challenge. I'll be on that call. I put it on the TV. I just connect my laptop to it and I work through it, but it's very powerful. So I highly recommend everybody gets on that. So I'm going to pass it back over to Nicholas, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. Sorry, I wasn't as like inspirational and motivational as I always am. I'm still nursing this crazy stuff going inside my sinuses, but I have so much love and respect for you guys. This is just the beginning. We're the tip of the sword, and it's only going to get better from here. I just really want you to look at where you're at today. It is November 12th, guys. This is the smallest your team will ever be. This is the smallest your team will ever be. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to pass it back over to Nicholas, and we'll go from there.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because we do have the Eric Worre 7-day recruiting challenge that starts in about 10 minutes. It'll be all over Facebook. We'll put it in the groups. You'll be able to find it. Ali will throw it into all of the team chats in just a bit. So definitely get on that. I appreciate everybody taking this time today. I mean, we were on this call for, wow, almost 2 hours. It was supposed to be a 1-hour call, but hey, you know what? When people want to speak, we want you guys to hear from the leaders because this doesn't always happen where everybody is, on the same call. But like I said, we're going to do the same call again at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight for the other side of the world. The people that are sleeping right now, we want to make sure that they're connected too. So the people in Australia, South Pacific, Asia, we'll catch up with you guys later tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ali, Mr. Ambassador 50 is always great, sir. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.